Fun time with Aaliyah.
Leah, ready? Back up off of there. I don't want you to put your face on that. We're going on a safari with Auntie Kay. So you're in Africa, say Jumbo.
In front of you are closing. Gates are closing. Wait for that next truck. Wait for that next truck. Gates are closing.
I'm sorry.
Truck, watch Well, Jumbo, everyone, my name's JJ, and I'll be your safari driver today. For your safety and the safety of those around you, we ask that you remain fully and completely seated. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the truck at all times, and supervise your children. We're starting off here in the Little Aturi Forest, the Little Aturi Forest has thick brush, natural coloration, and markings that camouflage their surroundings. So keep your eyes and your ears peeled. You never know what you'll see or hear. We're heading around some watering holes here. Watering holes are an important part of the ecosystem. They're a gathering place for lots of animals to get a drink of water. Let's take a water.
Oh, she's a rhino. Oh, up there.
A lot of the animals here in the forest are nocturnal, which means that they're most active at nighttime. On the right-hand side, there is a reddish-brown animal in the underbrush called a bongo. Bongos are known as the ghost of the forest because they're rarely seen. Now their horns point backwards to help them run quickly and quietly through the underbrush.
Oh look, one right there, Mommy.
Now up ahead here on the left is a tan antelope called a greater kudu. Greater kudu stand at about 55 inches tall at the shoulder. Now these particular ones are females. The males grow horns, the females do not. Now if you look to your top left hand side, it looks like there was a black rhinoceros there. Now the black rhinoceros is the smaller of the two rhinoceros species, weighing around 3,000 pounds. There's only about 5,000 black rhinos left out in the wild. They're poached for their horns. Their horns are made of a protein, like your fingernails and hair, called keratin. Now some people say it has medicinal properties and qualities to it, but there's no scientific proven fact that it does. Now we're on our way to the Safi River. Now the Safi River is a different type of ecosystem. It's definitely a more aquatic environment. So hopefully we'll see some more aquatic animals here on the reserve. I do see some pink-backed pelicans. Wow. Pink-backed pelicans get their name because of their pink coloration on their back during mating season. Now they are colonial nesters, which means that they nest in groups of anywhere from 2 to 50 pairs. Hold on, folks, it looks like we just found some Nile crocodiles. Nile crocodiles have a bite force of over 2,000 pounds per square inch. They can grow to about 20 feet in length and on average weigh around 500 pounds. Now they can run about 12 miles an hour on land. My truck only goes 8, so let's get out of here. We're heading out up the Safi River and heading over towards the Serengeti grasslands. Now Now the Serengeti grasslands acts as a superhighway for migratory land animals that will travel across the savanna each and every year.
We were just waiting for the car in front of us.
As we round the corner here, take a look to your right-hand side of the truck. You'll see an upside-down looking tree. It's called a baobab tree. Baobab trees remain leafless 9 months out of the year. They can store water in their trunks during periods of drought. And some people may even call it a tree of life. It's often referred to as the tree of life because it can store up to 10,000 gallons of water in its trunk. Now it remains leafless because it helps to conserve water consumption.
Water? Yes, water.
Now if there's no other source of water, an elephant is smart enough that they can stick their tusk in the trunk of the tree and it'll give them a nice clean source of water. Now we're about to head into the savannah. Now it looks like the truck in front of me just got the all clear. We'll keep going.
I read a book.
Now the savannah is home of many animals, and the animals that call the savannah home help to shape the savannah. Elephants act as the bulldozers to help knock over trees. Giraffes act as the pruning shears to help clean up the underside of the trees to let light through. Antelope act as the edgers to help clean up the high savanna grasses to make it nice and pretty. And predators help to maintain a balance in the circle of life. Now these reddish-brown animals here on the right-hand side are called Ankole cattle. Ankole cattle are also called Watusi cattle, after the Watusi tribe first domesticated them. Now they are the only domesticated animal here on the reserve. Now their horns can grow up to 4 feet in length and are a semi-hollow, honeycomb structure inside. Their blood flows all the way to the top of the horn, drips back down slowly as it cools, helping to cool their core body temperature. Now the giraffes that you may see out here are called Maasai giraffes.
Yeah.
We can tell that they're Maasai giraffes because of their spotting pattern. They're jagged, jarry, no real straight lines, kind of reminds me of puzzle pieces. Now giraffes are one of the tallest land animals in the world, reaching heights of around 20 feet in height. Now if you look to your left-hand side, you'll see a den with a pack of African wild dogs. African wild dogs are also called painted dogs because of their coloration. Now they look pretty cute and cuddly, but they're actually pretty vicious. They have a 90% success rate out in the wild when they're taking down an antelope. They'll run the antelope until it's exhausted by using teamwork, and then it will drop.
They're training.
They just keep running.
Training.
Oh, look at that. We have the cleaners coming to clean up poop.
Now giraffes are browsers. Browsers means they eat from the underside of the trees. So they can grow a pretty fantastic tongue. Their tongue can grow to about 20 inches in length. They use their tongues to pull leaves off of branches and into their mouth. Now their tongues are not pink like ours. Their tongues are actually a dark purple or a black color. That's so their tongue doesn't get sunburned, since they do spend most of the day eating. Now these red structures here are termite mounds. Termite mounds are made of soil. saliva, and dung. They can be baked as hard as concrete in the hot African sun.
That's gross.
But they're a porous, aerated structure. Now elephants will use them as back scratching posts. When they're worn down, antelope use them as lookouts through the high savanna grasses to spot predators. Now located here on the left-hand side is a tan antelope. That's a baby one right between the two trees here. These are Patterson eland. Patterson eland are one of the largest species of antelope in the world. They're the largest species of antelope in Africa. They stand at about 6 feet tall when they're fully grown. Both the males and the females grow a spiral-shaped horn. From a standing position, they can jump 6 to 8 feet in the air. Now if you look to your right-hand side, you'll see some springbuck. Springbuck get their name because they'll spring up into the air 6 feet at a 13-foot forward moving motion. They can sustain running speeds of over 55 miles an hour. Now giraffes are pretty marvelous animals. They can actually run at speeds of around 35 miles an hour. But if they're heading long distance, they tend to run a little bit slower at about 10 miles an hour. Now if you look here on the right-hand side, you'll see some gray animals with a U-shaped horn. They're called white-bearded wildebeest. Now the white-bearded wildebeest are a herding migratory animal. They'll migrate hundreds of thousands of miles across the African savanna each and every year. Now they're often called gnu, and that's spelled G-N-U, after the grunting sound that they're often heard making. Now they do travel in a pretty large herd of over 1.5 million. Now if you look to your left-hand side, you'll see a troop of mandrill monkeys in the trees. Mandrill monkeys are one of the largest species of monkey in the world, known for their bright red and blue facial markings. Now the males can weigh up to 100 pounds, and the females top out at around 30 pounds. Now all the way at the top of the hill is an African elephant. Tell it's an African elephant because of the shape and size of the ear. That reminds me of the continent of Africa. Now male elephants tend to live on their own, and sometimes they form small herds of all males, called a bachelor herd, where the females tend to live in a larger herd of all females and the young.
Got a picture of them. Just keep going so fast.
Now the roadway I was supposed to take is closed, so I'm gonna head this way. Now it looks like there's a pretty rickety bridge here, but I think we can make it. Let's just take it poly-poly. It means very slowly. This bridge is kind of rickety. Lean left. Lean right.
Listen. Come on,
It was held together with duct tape and rope. I'm glad we made it. Let's get out of here. Looks like we made it to the red clay pits, where I see some tusk marks and footprints here in the clay, which means we might be getting close to elephant country. Now elephants will eat red clay because it helps to add vitamins and minerals into their diet, which is a little surprising to me because they can eat around 300 pounds of vegetation every single day. Now they'll eat anything and everything like leaves, hay, palm leaves, fruits and vegetables such as apples, bananas, grapes, carrots, pretty much anything leafy. Now elephants do flap their ears to help cool their core body temperature. When they flap their ears, it causes air currents over the back of their ears where their blood vessels are, which can help to cool their core body temperature up to around 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Now elephants do have sensitive skin, so they'll throw sand, dirt, and mud on their backs.
Oh, we're going through the water.
Which helps to protect their skin from getting sunburned.
Oh, baby. It's an elephant. Very good.
Now up ahead here on the left-hand side is the flamboyance of greater flamingos. A flamboyant is a group. Greater flamingos are the largest and lightest pink coloration of the flamingo family. Now they are born gray and they get their pink coloration from their diet. Now their diet typically consists of brine shrimp and other aquatic life that has beta carotene in it. Now it takes about a year of eating that diet in order to get that pink coloration.
Oh, he drops his glasses.
Now elephants have no natural predators except for humans that poach them. It's estimated that around 96 elephants are poached every single day. Now if we keep up with that rate of poaching, there will be no more African elephants on Earth in about 12 to 15 years. Now here on the left hand side is a poacher's platform. Poachers are well financed and use the cover of darkness to take what they want. It's a good thing the warden was able to stop a few. Now on the left you may find a white rhinoceros. Now the white rhinoceros is the larger of the two rhinoceros species, weighing around 5,000 pounds. Now on your right hand side in the bush there is a gray animal called a waterbuck. Waterbuck drink an exorbitant amount of water, so they don't migrate very far from their water source. Now they do secrete a really stinky, smelly oil, which helps to attract other waterbuck and it helps to waterproof their fur. Now the white rhinoceros is a mistranslation of the Afrikaans word "weit." "Weit" means wide because of that wide upper jaw. Now we are headed into big cat country. So let me know if you spot anything. Anybody spot anything?
Yeah. Mickey.
You spotted a Mickey. I wasn't quite looking for a Mickey. I was looking more for that cheetah. There's a cheetah in the back.
Oh, there it is.
And then one in between the two trees here. Cheetahs are the fastest land animal in the world, running over speeds of 60 miles an hour. They can run 0 to 60 in about 3 seconds, but they're sprinters. They can't run that speed for very long, only about a minute tops. Now cheetahs do hunt during the daytime.
Did you see it?
For most other large cats,
all the way in the back, laying down.
Now we are heading around a rock formation here called a kopie. Kopies are a great place to spot some other large cats. Now they use them as lookouts through the high savanna grasses to spot their prey. Now lying down here on that last rock is a male African lion. Now lions are inactive 16 to 20 hours every single day. They tend to be most inactive during the heat of the day and most active at nighttime. It looks like there's a female over here. The females do most of the hunting while the male will stay at home and protect the bride and the young. Now lions are territorial, so they do roar. When they roar, you can actually hear the sound travel about 5 miles away. So on the right, you'll see two different types of animals. The gray one is the waterbuck, and the reddish-brown one is called a bontebok. Now the bontebok are extinct out in the wild. You can only find them on reserves like this one. Now at one time, the bontebok were poached so heavily for their coats that there was only about 17 individuals left out in the wild. A farmer decided that was too few and built some fences around them. So they are thriving to this day. Thanks to that farmer for building those fences around them. We still have them on Earth to this day. Now up ahead here on the left is a warthog. The Swahili word for warthog is Pumbaa. Warthogs have two sets of tusks. One which is razor sharp for protection, the other one which helps them to dig out those burrows. Now they are pretty fast runners. They can actually travel at speeds of around 35 miles an hour. Now Now I do see some ostrich eggs here on the right hand side. Ostrich eggs can weigh about 3 pounds each. A human could stand on one of those eggs without breaking it. If you were to eat one of those eggs, you'd be eating an equivalent of around 2 dozen chicken eggs. Now that's one big omelet if you ask me.
It's like the Flintstones. That's what they used to eat.
Well, my friends, I think we were pretty successful out here today, finding such an amazing variety of animals. So let's celebrate life, our planet, and each other as we head into the Magadi Glen. Hopefully we'll find some more amazing animals out here as we venture. Well, my friends, I hope you learned a lot about animals out here today. If you didn't learn anything, I hope that you fell in love with some of the animals here on the reserve. Now, a lot of the animals here are endangered or threatened out in their natural environments. They need our help to protect them because their biggest threat is us. Now, we can help to protect them by starting small and simple right in our very own backyard by reducing, reusing, and recycling. Another great way to help them out is to donate to the Disney Conservation Fund. Now, Disney does match every donation dollar for dollar to help protect these amazing animals for generations to come and cherish. Now, if you're not able to donate, no worries. You can always learn more about animals by checking out DisneyAnimals.com because knowledge and information is power. Well, my friends, I hope you were inspired today by the animals that live here, or myself, to start making small little changes in our everyday lives to help protect these amazing animals for generations to come and cherish. Well, thank you so much for joining me on our adventure together. If you enjoyed your safari, my name's JJ. If you didn't enjoy your adventure, I work at Starbucks and my name's Tom. Oh, my friends, I do not like saying goodbye. It's way too sad and way too final. So I'm going to leave you with Kwaherini. Kwaherini means to go well. So go well wherever your adventures in life may take you. Make sure you gather all of your personal belongings. Watch your head and step as you exit. Take small children by the hand. And enjoy the rest of your day here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Now, if you are a wilderness explorer today, the name of my truck is the Simba one. No two safaris are ever the same, so come back and visit anytime.
Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment, share, and hit that bell.